it's Chicken Queen. Today we're gonna be doing a Halloween makeup tutorial. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, so I still need to think of that, but I knew I wanted to do my makeup today. A lot of times when I film a makeup video, I like to try new products. This is Ardell Attitude Adjuster. And I use Ardell lashes, so I bought this because I was like, I like the lashes, you know, why wouldn't I like their other stuff? I'm just gonna put it all over my face before my foundation because I've always wanted to try that. So I'm just gonna do a little tester. Okay, holy crap. That is really pigmented. That was definitely not a flop, but it was way more powerful than I was expecting. I really like this, so if you're looking for a liquid highlighter, I recommend that. I do eyebrows, which I use the Anastasia Dip Brow, but I also really like the Milani. And then I'm not the greatest at eyebrows, so what I like to do, everything I do is so extra. I like to take an e.l.f. brush. This is in the color dark brown. And then I brush my hairs up and then over to the side so I get a nice brow shape. And then all I do is I underline the bottom of my brow like so. Then I just go in and kind of fill in the brow. I pretty much just follow my natural brow shape. And then for the beginning part of the brow, I just do this. I don't really know how to create like fake nice looking hairs. Honestly, I'm talking a lot about brows, but I do not even care about brows that much. Like to me, like they can be feathered, they can be super defined, they can be somewhere in the middle and they look good. Then I like to use Sephora concealer because I actually don't really like it that much. It's definitely not the best concealer. Then I go in my brush set and I pick out this handy dandy red brush I like to use. I use it for cut creases and I use it for my brows. I do conceal my brows. It helps, I feel like, with foundation and like, you know, just general lookage of it. So I like to do that and then I go on top. Oh, also, I don't know if anybody knows this, but like whenever I watch a makeup tutorial video, like I feel like every single beauty guru does their brows off camera. Why is that? Then I take this brush, which is from a Profusion palette. And then this is my BH Cosmetics highlighting and blush palette, which is super pigmented and very price friendly. Then I do foundation, which I use the Revlon Color Stay Full Coverage, and then I use a Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation. Then I even like to add in some L'Oreal Paris. So then I just beat it in with these. I don't think I really need to show you guys how I do that. This is gonna sound really weird. Everyone's gonna come at me because no one does this. But then I like to take a brush and I like to dip in this really light blush shade. And then I like to take the Anastasia contour kit and then mix in on that middle yellow color to get a kind of my skin tone color. And then I dot it all over my skin. To me, this just feels like my face is a little bit more set. Things are kind of more locked in place. I don't know. Then I do eyeshadow, which I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I have my idea, so now I can actually get going on the look. I'm going to be using the It's My Pleasure palette from ColourPop Cosmetics. Then I'm going to be using the Catch Some Sun ColourPop brushes. I'm not going to say what brushes I'm going to be going in with. So I'm going to be using the E2 brush from the ColourPop. I'm going to be tapping in Do or Dough. And yes, I always prime my lids with some concealer. That was Do or Dough. I also like to do Chiclet because it's a bit darker and I add something else. For blending, generally what I do, I take whatever I need to use, I tap off the excess, I pat it on, and then I blend it in. And when it comes to here, I don't want the purple eyeshadow to obviously touch my eyebrow, so I just kind of feather it out like this. So I'm done with the purple. Before moving on, I'm gonna do my contour real quick. I don't know why, I don't always do this, I'm just being weird. This is the contouring I use. I don't know what it's called because it's so worn out that it doesn't even show anymore. Put some on my cheekbone, like right below it, and then I blend it down and up. I prefer to use a brush with contour. And then that just adds a light contour. I kind of call it almost like a base contour. And then I go back with a bigger brush, but powder. This is again the Anastasia contouring kit. I kind of pat like this. I pat it down. I do this as well. And see, that's a more concrete contour. Then I'm gonna do, I call it a soft cut crease because I don't care that it actually blends in. I don't need it to be like intense. I take my cut crease brush. I'm gonna be going in with this orange on the James Charles palette. after I cut the crease. I'm not really a good person to like look for advice on a cut crease. So if you want to know how to do a good cut crease, don't recommend this video. And I just go in with the brush after I dab it on, and then I create, of course, like a circle-like shape, and then I drag it out. E3 brush, dabbing in the color I want, the orange one, dabbing it on. I never figured out what color I wanted to do on the corner to like blend in. I think I'm just gonna do dark purple. I'm gonna dab it on and then fluff it out this way. I got a lot of eyeshadow all around this eye, but not under this eye for some reason, so that's weird. Beep, boop, beep, beep, beep. We're gonna conceal and bake. I got a new baking powder by this brand called Collab. For baking, I use this. I just use it to pat it on. So I don't think I need to show to how I do it, because like all I really do is pat it on under the eyes and like wherever I feel like baking. This baking is really subjective. It's like however you want your skin to look, like you gotta do it. It Cosmetics for under my eyes. And then everywhere else I use like a mixture of this and Jeffree Star. So I'm gonna go under with this. Then I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna go in with the It Cosmetics. This is very high coverage, so I just put a dot. Like you probably can't even see where I did it. And just blend it all out. Now that that's done, I take a sponge, blend it out. I dip the baking powder in the sponge, and then I bake. Okay, so this is pretty much where I bake, and then my forehead, but I do my forehead baking really quickly. I don't like dwell on it. So I just brush it off with a kabuki brush. What I want is to take what is called angled eyeliner brush. I use it for under eyes. So what I'm gonna do is dip in some green, because I want green under the eyes, and then just dab it under. I'm also gonna mix in some yellow with it. What I'm gonna do is add mascara. I like this one because it's $5. I actually stopped using magnetic lashes for a fat minute because I just kind of miss magnetic. So I use this lash adhesive. It's really nice. I recommend it. I don't ever use black. Is that I apply tiny, tiny, tiny dots on the lash line so that it just sticks to my lid a little bit. And then I apply the bottom one, because otherwise if I just stick it on, it's not gonna stay on my lash while I'm applying the bottom. One of the magnets came out. Okay, it's pretty much dry, so now I'm gonna go in with the lower lash. Now I'm gonna move on to finishing the rest of my face because it's about time. I'm gonna go in with contour, and then I'm just gonna brush up to kind of contour my forehead. Then I'm gonna take my blush brush, mixture of this and this. And then I like to pat it on the face and then blend it into the contour. And then I do the same on the side. Then I take a smaller brush. I dip in on the two brushes and get the corners of my nose. I like to put blush on my nose, but that brush is really big, so I like to go in with the smaller brush to just get the corners. Then it looks like this. I like to use highlight. I'm gonna be using a mixture. I go in here, which is called Sunkissed and Crystal, and then sometimes even the James Charles palette, but I don't really need to do that. And then I go up. And then I go same with this side, just up. And then I'm gonna get my nose. After I tap the bottom, I get the bridge. I make sure to use a smaller brush and highlight in my inner corners. And then I also use a small brush and highlight right above my lip. Now I'm gonna do my lips. I always, sorry guys. Always moisturize my lips. I'll keep it neutral today. I'm taking this liner. Oh, I kind of forgot to say what products I was using, but which is by LA Girl USA. I don't know. So then I just line my lips. For this little divot, I'm not adding it today. I'm just going over like it's one giant circle of a lip. I don't know any advice for lining the lips. I just follow my natural lip shape. Most people overline. I've never found overlining to really be helpful to me. Then I use Charm, which is a Velvet Kylie lip kit. I really like it. Kylie does killer lipsticks. Don't buy any of your other shit, but... The last thing we need to do is I'm gonna touch up anything that needs to be touched up, and then I'm gonna set my face with ColourPop setting spray. Okay guys, so that's it. That's a Halloween look or October look. It's very spoopy. I'm pretty happy with all the new products. I hope the tutorial was thorough enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really love doing makeup, so when people do watch, people do respond, people try even inspos from me from my Instagram, it makes me nut. This is my makeup account and all my other accounts will be down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Chicken Queen, this is Lightbulb, and have a good breakfast. I filmed this on National Bunny Day, so say hello, Chicklet. Say hello. I just always try to hold him like this. Her butt kind of stinks right now. Oh yeah, there's a turd there. Your butt stinks. But she's super sweet. I love both of my bunnies so much.